shadows of destiny. The awakening. The alarm clock on Ellie's nightstand blared mercilessly, shattering the tranquility of her dreams. She groaned and reached out to silence it, her hand clumsily knocking it onto the floor. With a resigned sigh, she dragged herself out of bed, her mind already racing with the day's responsibilities. Ellie's life had settled into a predictable routine since she moved to the small town of Millwood. She worked as a librarian in the quaint local library, spending her days surrounded by the musty scent of old books. It wasn't glamorous, but it was peaceful, and Ellie cherished the simplicity of her life. As Ellie prepared breakfast, the morning news played in the background. A story caught her attention: a series of mysterious disappearances in the neighboring town. She frowned, troubled by the unsettling news. Despite the distance, Millwood felt too close for comfort. After breakfast, Ellie hurried to the library, eager to lose herself in the world of literature. But as she unlocked the doors and stepped inside, she couldn't shake the feeling of unease that had settled over her since hearing about the disappearances. It lingered in the back of her mind, a nagging sense of foreboding. The stranger. The bell above the door chimed as a tall, dark-haired man stepped into the library. His piercing blue eyes swept over the shelves before landing on Ellie. She felt a shiver run down her spine as their gazes met, a strange sense of familiarity washing over her. "Can I help you?" Ellie asked, forcing a smile despite her unease. The man nodded, his expression unreadable. "I'm looking for information on local history," he said in a voice that sent another chill down Ellie's spine. As Ellie led the man to the history section, she couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to him than met the eye. She watched as he browsed the shelves, his fingers trailing over the spines of the books with a reverence that bordered on obsession. Finally, he selected a dusty old tome and handed it to Ellie. "This will do," he said, his eyes boring into hers. Ellie nodded, eager to be rid of him. But as he turned to leave, she couldn't shake the feeling that their encounter was far from over. The investigation. Days turned into weeks, and Ellie's unease only grew as the disappearances in the neighboring town continued. She found herself unable to focus on her work, her thoughts consumed by the mystery surrounding the missing people. Determined to uncover the truth, Ellie began her own investigation, poring over old newspaper clippings and scouring the internet for any clues. But the more she dug, the more elusive the answers became. Then, one evening, as Ellie was closing up the library, she heard a noise coming from the stacks. Heart pounding, she cautiously made her way towards the sound, her senses on high alert. As she rounded a corner, she came face to face with the dark-haired man from weeks before. Only this time he wasn't alone. Surrounding him were a group of shadowy figures, their faces obscured by darkness. "What do you want from me?" Ellie demanded, her voice trembling with fear. The man stepped forward, his eyes blazing with an otherworldly light. "We need your help," he said, his voice echoing in the empty library. "There's a darkness spreading through this town, and only you can stop it." The revelation. Ellie's mind reeled at the man's words. She had never believed in anything supernatural, but standing face to face with these mysterious beings, she couldn't deny the truth staring her in the face. "What do you need me to do?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. The man explained that they were guardians, tasked with protecting the town from ancient evil that had been awakened by the disappearances. They needed Ellie's help to uncover the source of the darkness and put an end to it once and for all. Together, they delved into the town's history, piecing together clues from the past to unravel the mystery of the disappearances. Along the way, Ellie discovered hidden truths about herself and her connection to the town that she had never imagined possible. As they drew closer to the truth, the darkness grew stronger, threatening to consume everything in its path. But with Ellie's newfound abilities and the help of her mysterious allies, they were able to confront the darkness head-on and banish it from the town forever. In the aftermath, Ellie returned to her quiet life in Millwood, forever changed by her encounter with the supernatural. But as she shelved books in the library, She couldn't help but wonder what other secrets lay hidden in the shadows, waiting to be uncovered.
Please comment your views.